Action.
All right, everybody. I'm here at MEST, and today is a special version of my vlog. I'll be having an interview with Alfred, who is an AIT currently and will graduate this Saturday. And so we will be talking a little bit of his latest project, the company he has founded, but also, his personal experience throughout the last year. And so I would say, let's get started. So first of all, I think it would be interesting to know where are you exactly from, Alfred? Tell us a little bit about you.
Yeah, so anytime I'm asked that question, I always go like, I'm an African from Ghana. But in Ghana specifically, I'm an Ashanti. They call us the African Jews. Yeah.
Perfect. So since we now get the juices flowing, Alfred, I think the most interesting question I always ask myself is, with people that come to MEST, just like yourself, did you always know that you would end up as an entrepreneur? Did you always want to become that?
Yeah. Yeah, entrepreneurship is something that I've always loved. I've always liked the idea of having your own thing and then controlling things. My first business I started was a restaurant. When I formed it and I saw the first customer taking money out and paying a person I had hired, I just knew that this is what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. But tech came later. Growing up, I just began to see the advantages and how powerful the internet was, and I became interested in that space, and that is why I'm in MEST now.
So when you talk about your childhood and growing up and wanting to become independent and entrepreneurial, when you look at it today, who would be the person you would love to meet the most?
Oh, that's an easy one. Aliko Dangote. I mean, he has been my role model. Like, the fact that the richest black person is actually from the continent, it gives every young person hope that you can actually make an impact. There was a time that he actually rose to the 24th richest man in the world, and that was just powerful, knowing that he made his wealth on the continent. People believe that nothing good can actually come out of the continent. So if you meet people like him making great impact whilst he's here, then you know that I really like him for that. Other people, a lot of the youth just want to leave the continent. I mean, they have bought into this media scape that, this is a black continent and before you can make it, you need to leave. So anytime you see people who have made great achievements, especially in your field, which is business, then you just know that, you are just motivated. So Aliko Dangote is the answer.
Taking this and now looking at your own path, you're at the end of MEST, you've almost spent an entire year here, and lately you've been focusing on your own projects or your own company, Nuco as we call it here. Can you maybe tell us in a couple of sentences what you are working on and why you're so passionate about this project?
Yeah, so currently we are working on Buildpals, a platform that connects project owners to contractors for their projects. Sometimes when you're about to build a project, it's very difficult for you to find the best contractors. And after you find them, the process where you are getting them to inviting them to bid, it's very tedious, and still in this day in Africa, they still use paper. So we just want to solve that problem and make this process very seamless, this communication between project owners and contractors very seamless. Yeah. So and I focus in construction because I'm very passionate about it. Growing up, I saw my dad put up a lot of property, and I just like the fact that you can place a building and then people start renting and stuff. So I always knew I wanted to do construction. So when I had to choose, even though I was not really interested in school, when I had to choose, I chose construction because that's what I was more passionate about. So finishing school, I worked in the industry for a while, and then I realized a lot of inefficiencies, and then combining those inefficiencies I discovered with tech, I realized that we might be sitting on an opportunity.
Wow, that sounds amazing, to be honest. And as I know, you've been working on this for quite some time now, day and night, to be honest. So maybe you can also give us an idea what is your biggest challenge around Buildpals at the moment, and what do you look forward to in the near future?
Yeah. So in terms of challenges, where our product is, we want to spend a bit of time building the product before we go to the market, so we have to do some fundraising. But through the process, we've realized that sometimes there's some conflict of interest within the vision of the youth entrepreneur and that of the investor. But so I think in the process, both of you would have to compromise a bit on what you people would like to work towards together. And sometimes that compromising is not too comfortable, but that's something that you should understand, that that's some of the challenges or the discomforts that you might face on this path. And then secondly, we are tackling the construction industry and we are trying to improve their systems, but the contractors are stuck in their ways. They are used to how they used to do things. They like it, despite the fact that you prove to them that this is inefficient, this is how much this is how much time you are losing, and this is how much money you are using. They still don't want to go through that discomfort of learning a new system. So we are day in, day out, we are finding different ways to actually approach the problem. For example, we realize that in the construction industry, the client controls the scene most of the time. So if the client knows that this saves him more money, and then you pitch the idea to the client, it's easier for him to accept it, and then the contractor is kind of compelled to follow because he actually has no choice. And that's how we are going around this problem.
Yes, so then thanks for that. It's pretty nice to hear that you got a lot of stuff going on professionally, but let's talk about you as a private person for a second. If you were apprehended by the police, tell us, Alfred, what would it be for?
Wow, that's an interesting one. I think I just know the answer on top of my head. I don't know if that's a bad thing or a good thing, but I think it would be for overspeeding. Yeah, it would be for overspeeding because I really like to drive fast sometimes.
Okay, interesting. Nice to hear. Then I think the Accra police should be alarmed. Beyond that, maybe you can give us to end this interview a little bit of an insight. What is your take on being an African entrepreneur? How do you think does this give you an advantage, over competitors, over also international entrepreneurs? What kind of benefit does your background provide you?
For me, I'm so glad I was born in Africa at this time, because it's like we are in this gray area between where technology is available and problems still exist. So we actually need people to take that technology that is available to solve those problems that exist, and that's basically what entrepreneurship is about. So Africa just gives you a bundle of opportunity in terms of problems. Certain problems that were solved in other parts of the world so long ago are still problems here. And that's because the people at that time maybe couldn't really see it. But with the youth, you've had exposure through the internet, through traveling, through television, about how it can be done better in other places. And then you clearly see what the problem is in your environment. And you just see so much opportunity, you don't even know where to start from. And I think this puts us at a great advantage. This puts us at a great advantage. If you see this opportunity, you can actually make a lot of impact on the society.
All right, I think that's the last question. I want to thank you very much, Alfred, for sharing these insights with us. I wish you all the best for your future. I think we will be hearing a lot from you. So thanks a lot,
Thanks.
and have a great time.
Yeah.